Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Review Phoenix, and before we get into this topic of this video, I want to let you know I had to disconnect from my last web browser because it got contaminated by a hacker. So I had to go and change web browsers, so I lost everything. Fortunately for me though, I have a phone and I can just kind of sign back into it now. So there hasn't been any content because I locked myself out of my YouTube channel and everything else slowly signed me out over time, so I just went out and bought a phone. I was going to get it for myself for Christmas. I told myself, fuck it, I'm going to be doing so many more things in the next coming months that I just need a phone. So I went out, got a phone, got signed back in, back to making content. There will be more martial arts videos in the future, probably about spring, because I get chunky during the winter. It's all that cheese and hot chocolate, man. It kills. The eggnog too. It'll do it to you. So use discretionally. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know I'm back. I had to go through some technical difficulties. But anyway, let's jump into the topic of the video. Topic of the video: why are men retreating? Why are men withdrawing? Why are men seemingly no longer in social spaces and also not in your average daily, you'd see them out and about? Let's talk about it. Alright, so men are kind of withdrawing. There's a lot of talk about it on YouTube. I've seen, I want to say something close to 16 different videos talking about it. One was from Shoe on Head, another was from somebody called The Fish Man. There was a bunch of stuff. There were 16 total videos that I went through. I'm going to give you my take. I think men are retreating because, one, women aren't viable anymore. They're not approachable, they're not talk-toable, they're not fuck-withable, they're not interesting, they don't bring anything to the table but expect everyone else, including all men, to just do that and have the money at 18 of Elon Musk. Women are a bit unrealistic about their inane expectations of a man, and I think that's a huge problem. On top of that, you go online and chances are, if you don't have a video confirmation of the woman, and women will be hella reluctant to give you video confirmation of them outside of a potential picture, it could be them, but a video confirmation of live them in real life, in real time, they'll be reluctant to do that. So more than likely you are in fact probably talking to a man at this point, which is why I've kind of decided to say fuck everything at this point, because y'all don't get to treat me like that and expect me to keep being around. That's abusive and it's not acceptable. It's what happens in prison sex maybe, but it doesn't happen in relationships. Okay? So let's keep a focus on that. Let's also talk about the fact that bars, clubs, entertainment media, outsources and outposts or outlooks, such as local business or major scale business or corporate business, men aren't showing up into these places where you would viably pick up or try to actively pursue the opposite sex, or maybe even looking for friendship between other brothers of the same sex. For example, if you are looking for a woman, you go to the bar, or you go here, or you go there. All these women, don't go to the bar, it's like the worst place. The worst place you can go to pick anyone up is the damn homeless shelter, and there are a lot of homeless ass women out there. Don't think them either. They're petty for a grovel. I need more espresso. Give me the drugs. Alright, so let's just talk about some things that are a problem. One, we've mentioned women are an issue. We've mentioned societal places are kind of not a place you're going to find men anymore. Another topic part of that is that I go to social places. I have a local game store, an LGS, an OST, an official tournament store, an OTS, official tournament store. I play cards. So if you catch me out and about at all with something that looks like this in my hand, chances are I'm either playing at that place or I'm practicing and having a meal. Either way, if I go to my local game store, most of the guys who I'm used to seeing at the local game stores aren't going anymore. Either the game has become too unviably over-competitive and just simply is spam toxic all over the place. And there are a lot of people talking about this across a variety of games. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, Destiny 2, Halo, Call of Duty. Oh, let's not forget Battlefield 6. Actually, Battlefield 6 is pretty much doing the best job in the business right now with that new anti-cheat, just saying. But no, there's a lot of reasons why men are kind of withdrawing from going out into social societies. One, they can't, I'll give it to the Gen Zers. Y'all killed the concept of friendship while my generation, the millennial generation, did our best to make it everyone's favorite plaything. So, to Gen Z, silence, fool. Let the older boys talk. Elder Dingus is talking now. Let the Elder Dingus talk, okay? So, women aren't as viable anymore. Finding friendships between anyone these days, doesn't matter what gender you are. You're not going to find a real friend that easily. We're not made the same anymore. Like, I was brought up from a 60s boomer house versus you Gen Zers grew up with maybe an 80s Gen X at the worst case scenario, and then at the best case scenario, a millennial. And if you didn't, millennials, actually, more than likely, you weren't even born by a millennial if you're Gen Z. More than likely, that's Gen Alpha, actually.
We're killing the
but even then, finding a friend, the point is, finding a friend is becoming so excruciatingly hard that men are striving. They've made entire podcasts. They've made entire Discord servers. They've made entire places to go and things to do for the boys, because the boys get along. Boys will be boys, girls will be girls. Well, girls don't have a clue, and boys kind of do. And I hate to say it, but even the guys, we understand the world on a deeper level. Men just do. We understand the fact that if the world no longer sees a present value for us, we withdraw. We do not feel a deep sense of belonging. We feel an emptiness there. We leave. This is not something new. This has happened for millennia. But no one wants to just embrace that they treat men like shit. Women don't want to be honest about it, and thus, politics don't want to be honest about it, and thus, the government doesn't want to be honest about it. Thus, the military is rude and doesn't want to care about it unless you're a part of the military. Thus, you could be a gamer, and that's the most inviting thing out there. The only reason gamers are even winning in the first place is because we invite you to come fuck around and find out. But even then, gaming is like the digital net space in general. Let's confine it to a term. Let's refine it to a term of the net space. In the entirety of the net space, there is less criticism. There is less means for someone to reach us that we don't want reaching us. We have access to say no to women that would otherwise become super stalker crazy bitch vibe. And we also have the access to reject women who approach us, since we don't approach men and we don't approach women anymore. Men just don't. We don't do it anymore. There may be a few straggler chads out there being like, "Oh, well, I still approach women." Well, good for you, bud. You haven't had your heart broken enough yet. Go get it broken. You will.
Tried to contact
so all that. Can't make enough good friends anymore. Friendships are dying out. Can't find a woman. Women are kind of, and can't get a decent job. Everything's offering Dunkin' Donuts level pay and expecting you to work like 30, 60, 80, 90, 160 hours a week. Fuck off. Men don't want jobs anymore either. They don't want jobs. They don't want women. They don't want society. Society don't want them. It's not that we're antisocial, people. It's that society is anti-men. I could have told you this since I was like 16, actually. Because when I was 16, I had a deep understanding of the world around me without having really participated in it yet. By the time I turned 18, I moved out and quickly realized women are not that pretty in Maine. You know, they just aren't. And a few might be, but even then, they look boyish. So, no, and most of them don't cook. They don't clean. They don't do things men like. And if you're not going to do what men like, don't expect a man to stay around. Just like if you want to live in a world without magic, don't expect people to come hang out with you. No wonder you want to live in a world without God? Oh, well, don't expect hell to not come and swallow you up. You know, like, God, you know, like, women really hate the concept of accountability. People these days don't want to have to go out and talk to women. Men don't even really want to go to the gym anymore. They have to get their exercise if they want a premium exercise. But at the same point, women blast men on the internet for just going, you know, that's innocent. I looked at your biscuits and they were fine. Shut your fucking ego off. You are not superior. You are not a female supremacist, and if you ever were, you would be shut down by a male military force that you simply couldn't fathom. Let's abundantly observe. All of the previous. Women are bad, politics are bad, jobs are bad, social places are bad, bars are bad. You don't see men out in public as much as anymore either. I've actually gone out a lot lately in my local city, and I honestly noticed that unless you're homeless as a guy, you're probably not outside. Okay? So, like, another reason to just stay home and have a group of buddies to hang out with that actually give a fuck about you. Sounds pretty reasonable to me. You know? But men are withdrawing. Men are withdrawing from everything. It's not just women. It's not just a job.
That's not a bad movie.
It's not just, oh, I don't want to work this or I'm lazy. It's not just politics and referendums and jargon and alter dementia / political propagandism. It's more than that. It's society as a whole has demonized men. Now look what men are doing. Most men have up and decided this is probably way more peaceful than some girl rambling down my throat about how I have a small penis. Who would ever want to listen to her in the first place? FYI, I'm packing about 8 to 9 inches. Hush, girl, you haven't been torn open yet. You're just waiting for someone to fuck around and do it to you. And there are plenty of guys who probably would. So let's just leave that at that. And even then, you may not get that anymore, girls, because let's face it, you're abusive. You're abusive, and you threw yourself at all the guys that did it to you. Now you blame men because you chose those men. And then when you find somebody who's more attractive than those men, he doesn't want you, right? Friends. Let's addendum this to friends. Friends out in the open are reserving themselves to specifically staying at home and curating a life for themselves. Because the chaos of all this comparison, all this criticism, all this bullshit, it's unnecessary. It's not constructive. Women say, oh, you can't handle constructive criticism. Guys say, you can't handle constructive criticism. Who wants constructive criticism? Who wants... No. Shh. Who wants criticism at all? No one, except the most insecure people who otherwise don't know if they themselves are doing it adequately to their standard. Hush. Society, why aren't we seeing as many men out in public that aren't like absolute bums? Well, you done told them to go away. You told them you want a bear. You told them that men are no longer serving a purpose anymore. So we created our own purpose. You can't just starve a man of purpose. We will find purpose divinely anyway. See, if you believe in Christ, or you believe in a higher power, if you believe in Allah, you believe in God, right? You a man of God, you a woman of God. All right, then you'll understand this one. Take solace in me, my child. For I, the Lord your Savior, anointed you, blessed you, with purpose, divine and holy. Words from the Bible. You don't seem to understand. God gave me the ability to say, all right, well, I want to create purpose for myself. This world and the universe and everything in it is kind of purposeless and meaningless, absurdist, nihilistically looking at it. And nihilism is, according to dialogue and, you know, retrospective from other people, the worst thing that could happen psychologically to a human being or a man in general. That nihilism gave me a whole new sense of perspective. Since nothing has meaning to anyone, and the world is pretty fucking meaningless, life is pretty fucking meaningless now. Oh, society's meaningless too? Huh. Well, stay home and avoid all that shit. Withdraw. Oh, it's cold outside? Stay inside, play video games. Oh, it's summer, it's hot. Stay inside where the air conditioning is, play video games. Oh, society hates you. Oh, that's nice. Stay at home, play video games. Oh, women want a bear instead of a man in the woods. That's okay. I'll stay home and play video games. Oh, it's spring and it's windy and weathersome and rainy. Oh, that's okay. I'll stay inside and play video games. See, I think my game plan plans out pretty fucking well, actually. And the sad truth is the women that know that men have a game plan now gaming, for this societal epidemic that is thus dubbed otherwise the loser epidemic, the brokey epidemic, the male loneliness epidemic, the women don't want men no more epidemic. You call it a whole bunch of things, but the truth of the matter is that y'all hate each other. And I know why. You want to hate each other. Limp Bizkit made good mention of this in one song, period. And I'll reference the quote word for word. Now I know why you want to hate me, because hate is all the world has even seen lately. Right?
It does, yeah.
Well, look at what it's doing to us. You've divided the people politically, sexually, genderly, lovingly, relationship-wise, and from their own socioeconomic standing. Were you expecting men to grovel for your forgiveness? Because I don't think that's going to happen, ladies. All politics. Were you expecting people to just cow down and serve you? Oh, well, that's not going to happen either. Oh, businessmen, well, you work for us. No, bitch. Just like the politicians we placed in power as we the people, we can take that away, alter, and abolish it. If you want business, well, then you're going to have to do what we, the consumers, like. That's how it fucking works. Stupid. Anyway, I'm going to leave it right there for that one. Take it easy, stay awesome, and enjoy. I hope this video helped you to observe some of the problems that society and generally men are going through, women included. We're all kind of just hating each other because all we've seen in the past decade is hate. Peace. Stay awesome, ninja. Drink coffee, be awesome, be excellent. I'll catch you in another video. Remember, there's much love out there burning to find you. You just have to wait for it. It will come to you.
Oh, I see the indicator for it now. Yeah, now that the game's over, now that the fight's over, we know for next time. You show that shape in a final.
What was made can be unmade.
Dude, this movie's so good.
What to do.
What the fuck?
Guardian, channel the Traveler's light through me. I'm ready.
This might be my favorite Ryan Reynolds movie.
I don't understand.
That's it. We did it.
I got an exotic engram. somebody found the Ergo Sum Catalyst. Everybody got an engram except that guy. He got the catalyst for the glaive. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my dinner. I'll be right back.
No!
Ghost? Please. Bring him back. He's just a ghost. You raised an army. You can bring back one ghost.
He sure shined bright back there, huh?
Cade,
What comes from the light returns to the light. My gal Sundance told me that. She also said we're all connected. Guardians, ghosts, the Traveler. Now you tell the others this was my choice. My light. Nobody makes my fate but me. And my favorite. Don't ever forget that.
Guardian. There you are.